Hey web team, Lon Dugan here. Today I want to cover some of the finer points of Kanboard. You can find your project easily over here on the right bar, search bar, with the drop downs. As we've talked before, the wiki is for the whole project board is on the right hand side, but the wiki for individual projects is on the left hand side. On the left hand side, we can also pull up a Gantt chart. We can pull up an overview for a specific project. This overview shows the last activity on the project. We can scroll down and see who's done what recently. We can click a particular task and scroll down to the comments on that particular task. We can add a comment or read what's been posted. We can also click on links that are added in comments, or we can add an external link. Here we're going to add an external link to a task. We have to click Save twice. The first time records the link, the second time adds it. You can see that the external web links have been added to this task. We'll do one more. Save twice. Now if we go back to our activity stream, we'll see the activities I just added. We're looking at the activities for a single task. We can add a comment to a single task from the left bar. And now that comment has been added. We can also look at the board view, which has the card view. There we can click on the the task number, and we can add a comment from here as well. Further to the finer points of Kanboard are these little tiny icons found on project cards or wikis, several places throughout the Kanboard. You'll see these tiny icons. We can also look at project milestones. If the little flag doesn't pop up as you hover over something, just come off of it and then back on. Here we see the history of the project and the external links again. I just followed an external link and it took me to the web page. Comments, we can pull up comments for a particular task from these little icons. We can edit or delete our own comments. We shouldn't edit or delete those of others. Here's a task with 14 comments. That's been a useful conversation. This is what your tasks should look like if they're requiring collaboration or multiple small steps. When we're looking at wikis, we can look at a particular wiki and we can either edit the wiki or we can view additions. Wikis automatically save every change as a new page. All the old pages are there in case we miss something, need to revert back to something, or if someone accidentally overwrote someone else's work. I can also, on this left menu from the overview of my own home screen, look at my tasks. And I can see those same little icons that we saw on cards on the board view. They're also here on my tasks. We can see due dates. We can see if there are comments. We can add comments from here. We can also pull up our personal projects. Here's a personal project with 2 cards entered, both moved to done. If we scroll down, we can look at the description, see what was done, and that's another way to see our personal projects. I can also click that blue bell next to my name for notifications. And this tells me if I have a notification about any particular project. When the notifications are posted, there are tiny icons on the left that show you if it was a comment, or if it was a description, or if the task was moved to a different column. I can also look at my activity stream, which shows not only my activity, but activity others have added to projects that I'm working on. I can pull up the individual task, again, scroll down, look at the comments. So these are how some of the finer points of Kanboard can be used. We can also do an @ message, like Trello or Slack. I just did @Sean, and you saw it pull up his contact as soon as I entered @Sean. Now I'm back to the activity. You can see the note I just wrote earlier.